and extremely overwhelming visuals for those who've quit the Congress, joined hands with Ghulam Nabi Azad. Let me go across to Mr. Rajagopalan, who is with us on the phone line. Mr. Rajagopalan, that's exactly how the situation of the Congress party is playing out in Jammu and Kashmir. 64 leaders have submitted their resignations, including former Deputy Chief Minister, and the kind of support Ghulam Nabi Azad is enjoying, in Jammu and Kashmir. These visuals speaking for themselves. He says this is just the tip of the iceberg. He's going to step up attack against the Congress in days to come, sir.
Ghulam Nabi Azad is a tall leader of Jammu and Kashmir. He has proved that today. As Pradeep and you narrated very well about the crowd, about the 64 leaders leaving Congress, is a good strength, a good omen for Mr. Ghulam Nabi Azad, because he has been fighting for the rights of Jammu and Kashmir, including the rights of congressmen. But politically, my understanding is it is a tight slap on three Gandhis, Priyanka Gandhi, Rahul Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi, because all the three Gandhis have sidelined Mr. Ghulam Nabi Azad. And during the interview of Ghulam Nabi Azad with Navika Kumar, your editor-in-chief, also indicate that Ghulam Nabi Azad is a tall leader and he has been sidelined by the Congress, and now he has taken the full sweet revenge on three Gandhis. The crowd shows the magnanimous strength of Mr. Ghulam Nabi Azad, show that he is a tall leader and he is to be reckoned with. In the assembly elections, you are going to see that Kupwara gang is also to be split, and some of them will come towards Mr. Ghulam Nabi Azad. There is an awakening happening in Jammu and Kashmir. By end of this year, we are going to have new assembly in Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh. It is going to be a democratic process. As I see, Article 370 abrogation is going to be a big show for Mr. Ghulam Nabi Azad and a tight slap for Congress, and it is going to neutralize the Congress Padayatra, especially by Rahul Gandhi, which is going to happen from Kashmir to Kanyakumari. When he enters Kashmir, Mr. Rahul Gandhi will face black flag demonstration by the Ghulam Nabi Azad supporters.
Absolutely. And, that's what's ironical. On one hand, you have the Congress protesting against the BJP, going ahead with the Halla Bol rally in the national capital. And this is the kind of support that Ghulam Nabi Azad is enjoying in Jammu and Kashmir, and a big setback for the Congress if we talk about the Union Territory. Thank you for joining us, Mr. Rajagopalan. Let me go back to Pradeep, who's getting us those powerful visuals of the kind of support Ghulam Nabi Azad continues to enjoy. Yes, Pradeep.
Yes, you're absolutely right. This is really ironic. On one hand, the Congress is talking about Bharat Jodo, and we have seen that how the Congress party is crumbling like pack of cards ever since Ghulam Nabi Azad has resigned. Many party leaders here, they have also decided to bid adieu to the party. So instead of focusing on Bharat Jodo, because Bharat is already united, India is one. You need not Jodo Bharat. Everybody is asking one question. If you really want to Jodo something, you want to unite. That is your party, because you need to keep flocked together. You need to set your house in order. But the problem is that the Congress leadership is not listening to anyone. It's a dictatorial attitude. It is in fact, today's rally is a response to that dictatorial attitude, what they had been, in fact, what had been staring at them for the last several years now. So they decided to bid adieu. Large number of people here, right from Doda, Kishtwar, Bhadrawah, Jammu, talk of any district, you'll find people here. Let's talk to some of them and find out. क्या कहना चाहेंगे? एक तरफ कांग्रेस कहती है भारत जोड़ो, दूसरी तरफ कांग्रेस टूटती हुई नजर आ रही है, और आज गुलाम नबी आजाद की रैली है. क्या कहना चाहेंगे?
ये तो कांग्रेस छोड़ के आए हुए हैं. कांग्रेस इन्होंने पूरी 50 साल 52 साल कांग्रेस में रहे, उसके बाद कांग्रेस को खैर मकदम किया, और हम कांग्रेस के साथ जुड़े हुए थे, लेकिन गुलाम नबी आजाद साहब की वजह से हम कांग्रेस में जुड़े हुए, और हम तमाम ने खैर मकदम कर लिया कांग्रेस को, और आजाद साहब अपनी पार्टी बनाई हुई है. अब सिर्फ अनाउंस करना है, और आजाद साहब आने वाले चीफ मिनिस्टर होंगे जम्मू कश्मीर के. ये शॉर्ट एंड श्योर बात है.
क्यों लगता था कि कांग्रेस से ही जमात नहीं थी? कांग्रेस से ही जमात नहीं थी आप लोगों के लिए गुलाम नबी आजाद को के साथ जो आप जुड़े?
देखिए, जैसे लोग आज़ाद साहब की वजह से वहाँ जुड़े हुए थे, इसलिए कांग्रेस के साथ नहीं जुड़े थे, वो आज़ाद साहब की वजह से जुड़े हुए थे। तो जम्मू कश्मीर, पूरी जम्मू कश्मीर तो
So they are saying one important thing, that Ghulam Nabi Azad was the binding force. It was because of Ghulam Nabi Azad that they were a part of the Congress. But when their leader decided to say goodbye to the party, they also thought that they should also move in that direction, because many people I am interacting with, they are saying Congress is like a rudderless boat, directionless boat, no direction. The leadership fails to show any direction. So neither the Rahul Gandhi nor Priyanka Gandhi have any idea where to take the party, because if you look at their contradictory statement, that is what actually the people here in Jammu and Kashmir are not liking. At times they take a stand when they ask for, they call those surgical strike, when they question valor and politicize valor of the troops. That's something that these patriotic people of Jammu and Kashmir do not like. So that's one of the reasons they feel that they need a leader who has got a consistency. There's a leader who really thinks about the country. There's a leader who is patriotic in his view. So that's one of the reasons that they have decided to join Ghulam Nabi Azad. And Ghulam Nabi Azad is one person who is acceptable to each and every person. Let me again show you. You can see that right now everybody here is trying to shake hands with the man of the moment. They are trying to offer bouquet to him. Ghulam Nabi Azad, first time after offering resignation, he is here in Jammu region. He will be here for 4 days. From 4 to 6 he will be meeting several party leaders. He will be interacting with them. They are going to decide what will be the name of the new party, because maybe on 14th or 15th they are going to decide name the new party, and that's what really going to be very important. And all eyes here on Ghulam Nabi Azad. On stage, let me again show you, just from right to left, we have got Vani, the former minister, R.S. Shiv, again the former health minister, Jugal Kishore, again a former minister, again then the Pirzada Say, the former minister and the former president of the party. So the whole cream of the Congress. This really shows what Congress is right now going through, because it's a really very tough phase for the Congress. The biggest challenge right now for the Congress will be how to keep bloc together. I'm not talking about India, at least in Jammu and Kashmir. It's a very difficult situation, because each one of them, and even at the bloc level, at National Student Union of India, NSU worker, they too are leaving the party, and they too are joining Ghulam Nabi Azad. This is a big setback, and every day the tremors are being felt ever since Ghulam Nabi Azad has resigned from the party. And you can see this.
Stay on with us, Pradeep. We have Tehseen Poonawala joining us on the phone line. Tehseen, what do you make of this? This is massive support coming in for Ghulam Nabi Azad, the crowd speaking for itself. And look at the voices. The people who are speaking there, who are taking part in the rally, are so very confident of where Ghulam Nabi Azad is going to take the political discourse way ahead in Jammu and Kashmir. Very, very confident.
Good afternoon. Thank you so much for having me on your show. And 2 or 3 quick points. Suddenly, everybody finds Mr. Azad is such a big mass leader. Question number 1, why has Mr. Azad never won a Lok Sabha election from Jammu or Kashmir? Point number 2, Ghulam Nabi Azad's position is extremely clear and articulate. He wants Article 370 restored. Does the Honorable Prime Minister, who cries buckets for Ghulam Nabi Azad but does not shed a tear for our martyred farmers, agree that 370 should be restored? Because I remember the Prime Minister said only traitors want 370 restored. Words of the Prime Minister, not mine. Point number 3, and most important question. Ghulam Nabi Azad was the proverbial goalkeeper in the Congress who would allow Mr. Modi's BJP to score goal after goal as LOP and not stop any bills. Mr. Ghulam Nabi Azad should answer one question. Why on 1st August 2019, when Article 370 was removed and every single Jammu and Kashmir leader, big or small, was arrested, Mr. Ghulam Nabi Azad was not arrested? These are the questions that Ghulam Nabi Azad needs to answer. So these fixed matches, in my life, I've seen a lot. Please tell Mr. Azad to keep these 6 matches aside.
Well, it's not just Ghulam Nabi Azad, unfortunately, Tehseen. It's 64 leaders, including former Deputy Chief Minister Tara Chand and several other former ministers who we can see sharing the stage with him at the moment. So massive show of strength, really. But thank you for putting out your point of view here on Times Now. With that, it's time for us to head into a very short break. News and updates continue.